Hi friends, thanks for joining me. I am just going to go through the August Fox Box with you. Again, terribly exciting news for you this month. I was a bit too busy last month to do a proper video, so hopefully I'll make up for lost time. I noticed on my Fox Box that we've got some pieces missing, and that's because I used them already. That's typical me, I forget. So the August Fox Box has a mix of some bright colours, really cool sunglasses, which everybody loves. We all love sunglasses. I'll come back to that one. So you'll get this one and the sunglasses. We've got some sunglasses in different colours. We've got a new colour and finished this month called, it's like a lemon sorbet, isn't it? It's just a really, really pretty lemon colour. Let me just pop that on because it is slightly opaque, but look how pretty that is. That's going to look smashing on a layout. I've got this adventure, excuse me, and that is totally cool, isn't it? I just love that font. And you know, adventures don't have to be travel related. They can be adventures at home, down the park, off in the woods, all sorts of things really. A really fun, good vibes in a nice cerise colour, perfect for the summer. And I love this globe, so like in a silvery grey colour, which is shiny and just stunning. So even if you're not travelling this year, I'm sure you must have things that you aspire to, so maybe plans to go travel or past holiday and so on. That'll be perfect. And of course a stunning black design as well. Those are always look stunning on a page. Because they just always pop, so love the black. So you can see there's quite an eclectic mix of designs in the Fox Box this month, and that's because I really want to try and appeal to as many people. And you know, you don't want just a box full of summer things or a box full of travel things, as much I would like that. I do try and put some generic things in there really, just so that you've all got something that you could use. Let me just pop that over. So that is the August Fox Box, absolutely brilliant, and obviously really easy to use because I've already used mine. And then also in your Fox Box, so if you're new to the Fox Box, you may not be aware, but each month we include a little FoxZine. So I've been collecting, obviously I'm collecting these. I know our customers are collecting these, and you'll get a nice little library full of inspiration, how to use specific Fox Box pieces. So for example, this one's in May. So this is how you could use the Fox Box pieces from May. And we've got 3 layouts in that one, plus the challenge. And even if you don't want to use them in that way, or are not planning to use them at that time, keep your magazines, and you'll see you'll get tiny bits of inspiration. You'll get designs, so you know you might want to copy this design but not use Spring Memories, and you could use Sunshine instead, or Good Vibes. You know, you're just really looking at the detail and the elements, because you know we have such a fabulous design team. Why wouldn't you want to be inspired and to, you know, take a leaf out of their book? So we're just working on the August box at the moment, but you can see the July one that's just gone out. Absolutely stunning pages from Vicky there, from Suzanne. There's one from myself, and this one's Joanne Bartel. So absolutely brilliant. So that is your Fox Box. And the reason for this video is actually we've got exciting news, in as much as, you know, we've had lots of feedback from our customers who absolutely love the Paper Snips. And wouldn't it be great if they could automatically get the latest Paper Snip and a stencil? So, excuse my scriffy stencil, I've already used mine. So what we're doing is introducing the Fox Box Plus. And as well as your standard Fox Box, and you'll get with the standard Fox Box your FoxZine, all your Fox Box elements, including the one that I've already used. Plus as in the name, you'll get the latest stencil. So it'll be a new stencil each month, and that won't have been in the shop, so you'll get that first, and a brand new paper snip as well. So you'll get a complete package really for creating that month. And of course you don't have to just use it in August, for example. You'll find the stencil I've used here, I'm going to be creating ones that you'll find that you'll just want to use again and again. I did a foliage one last year, and I still use it to this day frequently. You know, my sunbursts, I see them on layouts all over the place just because they're so easy to use. Like this one, for example, I've used one of our stencils, and I just use them all the time to add a bit of detail. I've got lots of different stenciling on this layout, and that is what will go into the FoxBox Plus. So there'll be less themed, in as much as they'll have the widest appeal, so that everybody will can take advantage of the design. So that's the FoxBox Plus. So each month you'll get, as well as your FoxBox, the stencil and the paper snips. And to make things even better, I'm going to be designing these paper snips so that you can see this row of elements here. And I've got one here, which I've used. Also in your FoxBox, you'll see there's like 5 circular designs there. We'll include 5 epoxy stickers. And let me just show you how I envisage you using these. Bear with me. So get out my little trimmer. So I try and put things on there, you know, so there's a mixture of journal words, little phrases. This month there's some little tags on here, again, just to stretch your supplies really. So that's what people like about them. And the way that I use them is I get my new snip, and these just arrived this morning, which is perfect. I'll just use my trimmer, and then I'm going to trim off. And it's not the easiest of guillotines, this, because you can't see where the edges are. But I've tried to design them so you've got a little bit of leeway, so there's a little bit of bleed on the elements. So if you do, as I've just done there, trim them off, you'll still have plenty of space below the line. So that is my intention, just to make them as easy to use as possible. Excuse me. Okay, so what I do when I get my new snip, I'll just go and snip them all up. I'll just do a couple more just to show you. So these are on a white background, and they don't take long to snip apart. Well, I'm going to be blasé now. So I'm just going to pop, and I do the whole sheet in advance. So look, I'm completely missing now, but I quite like that with the blue. I like that. It's because there's no on my trimmer here. I use my big trimmer. It's much easier. I find it much easier, but this will be a bit quicker. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm just lying at the edge and just splitting off the journal strips. Make sure you keep it straight, because that is not a good look. Oopsie. Now, when I'm designing these, I do test out that they're big enough, that, you know, you have enough space at each strip. Count for operator error. So what I would do then is you keep the header of your snip. Don't throw that bit away, and I'll tell you why. Because I then just grab some packaging, because my house is full of packaging and yet I still can't find an empty packet. So I then keep an old packet from my perspectives, and I'm just going to pop all those, I'm going to kick this out, all those bits and pieces in the pack. Like so. Whoopsie. I'm going to keep them in the pack, and I'm going to pop that strip in there. And I don't bother cutting them individually until I come to use them. So now I can store that easily. I've got a whole set, let me just show you, of ones I made earlier. So So here's paper strip number 4, and I keep them by, so there's not much left of number 1, I keep using that one, and I keep them by the numbers. They're easy to store and take with you, so they're nice and flat. I know what's in them because I've kept the numbers, so if you're looking for something, you can always go and check online and see what was on that particular strip, on that particular snip rather, yeah, they're just so easy to use. So let me come back to these circular designs. Now, you could cut those out by hand, but I'm pretty certain, and I'm going to be wrong here, but most people have got a 1-inch punch. This one I've had since I started scrapbooking some 15 years ago, I think. Still going strong, but they're really, really cheap to buy anyway. And I've done these so they should just line up with your punch there. And there's a little bit of bleed, so I've just gone a little bit bigger than a 1-inch punch, just so to give you a bit of allowance, because you know, it's really tricky if you want to line that up. So I've done this one, it says like so. Oopsie. Won't come out now. Great demo, Morag. There we go. I love summer. So again, on the paper snips, I've got a mixture of a little bit of travel or adventure and some summer elements. And these will coordinate clearly with your Fox box. They can be used on their own, so don't feel as though they will be in the shop, but not until after the Fox box has gone out. So now you have your punched elements, and you could use these as they are, and they work perfectly well as they are. But to give you a bit of added dimension and value, as I say, we'll include these epoxy stickers in your Fox Box Plus. They will be available to purchase separately, so if you're not a Fox Box customer and watching this, why not? But you can buy the snips and the epoxy stickers, because of course you could do your own designs. And I'm just going to pick one of these up. So you're just going to carefully line up the 2 pieces. Just make sure there's no dust on there. And because they are professionally printed, you know, they're really bright. And as you can see, as the adhesive goes down, what I like to do is just burnish that down with your bone folder or your finger on the back. And just make sure that that's all nicely stuck down. It doesn't take a minute. And voila, you've got yourself a lovely Epoxy Flair. So it's like a flare, but you can see it's a lot thinner. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just put that on the layout. So that'll be perfect in my layout here. I love summer. So you can use it as it is, or we can get ourselves some foam tape. I'm just going to give you, I've got the world's biggest bit of foam tape, I think. And if you want to, you can pop it up onto foam tape if you prefer, or you can have it flat. Just get rid of that. And I think that will go there just nicely. So I'm just pop that on, finish off my layout. And it's just really a great way to add a little bit of interest and dimension to your page. And voila. So that is included in your paper snip if you decide to go for the Fox Box Plus. Just give you that. So this month's is number 8. You'll receive stencil number 39. And that will start shipping in August, as well as all your lovely FoxZine and all your lovely Fox Box goodies. So that about wraps it up. My apologies for the little bit of mess I've created. But hopefully that explains what I mean about the paper snips and the Epoxy Flair. So you'll get that wherever I put it. lost everything now. Automatically in the FoxBox Plus. So if you're interested, you can go to the FoxBox page. If you're an existing FoxBox customer, we've got a special page for you, so we can do the upgrade for you, because obviously you've got an existing subscription with us. I am so sorry about the weird lighting thing going on. No idea what was going on there. Anyway, I'll leave you with the FoxBox and the new FoxBox Plus details. I hope you like them. I'd love to hear some feedback from you, and obviously you can find out more details on our website, bramblefox.co.uk. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care now. Bye.